Hello, welcome back to the Imperium, my friends. My name's Kalan. This is Rimworld and the offshoot colony of Solace. I let time play on, as I like doing at the end of the last episode. Suspicious is doing fine, Suspicious is doing well, it's all good in the hood. However, Solace has a siege somewhere. Aha! A siege. They have quite the array of long-range weaponry. However, they don't have any sniper rifles. The breech loader, I believe, is kind of like an old-style sniper, but just without the actual range of one. We are going to get to them as soon as we can with our best shooters, Neb and Trash, please. Well, even if they're not the best, they're 14 and 17. That's good enough for me. Neb, please pick up this sniper. Trash, please pick up this sniper. And guys, make your way out over here. Right, they're starting to set up. They have 2 mortars. Our base is not made out of wood anymore, so we don't care too much about the incendiaries, but we do want to get rid of them as soon as possible. Okay, Trash is out with a sniper. Neb following up soon. Oh, that tree is obnoxiously placed. Can we cut that down at some point? Okay, Trash is setting up. They're well within his range, and that's a solid fucking hit. Was that half his life? That right leg got annihilated. Well, almost annihilated, I guess. Oh, and there's 2 shots! Holy shit, Trash is so good. Neb is also good, but he's also very much slower. Okay, Neb's moving into position now. If we can help it, we want them to attack us before they start using those components. Ah, shit. We don't want them to waste our lovely components, because they will be ours. Come on, guys. It's only, like, at max range. Shit, he's gone out of range. It's only at max range without... Oh, someone's shooting back? Oh, they're shooting a wolf. Oh, whoa! Nikita's out there! Why are you out there, pup? Return. Animals. Home. Oh, our dog's dead. Oh, our dog's so fucking dead. Dead. It looks like they're rallying to try and shoot the dog, who's just trying to flee. This is the definition of evil, by the way. Run, pupser! Oh, thank God Ida's finally out of cover. Neb, I want you to start shooting at Denise, because Denise is a dick. She's got a double barrel shotgun, actually. That is a worthwhile target to go for. Come on, why are they not dead? Trash, you were so good. Oh God, they've built one already. Trash, you were so good at killing the first person. Wow, okay, well, we haven't been good enough to stop the first barrage shots. But it does seem to be being aimed at our colonists and not the base, and is that a good thing? I don't know. Cool, and we have another raid. Again, from tribespeople, again sapping. And oh my God, that's 59. And they're probably going to go for one of these doors like last week, or one of these doors. Great. So now we're going to deal with 2 raids at the same time. But unfortunately, it's not like a poison ship or something in a raid, because you can ignore the poison ship for the first part. I have to finish this siege. Oh my God, Scorpio's out there. Why is Scorpio out there? Why is Scorpio anywhere is a question I always ask myself. Right, everybody, I should have gotten straight away. I should have started them moving straight away. Scarlet, you're injured. Scorpio, you're obviously down. And Ranagar, you're not an aggressor. Can you please make everyone make your way inside? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So this aggressive army sends 59 people to attack us. They down 1 person and they're like, good job, team. Good job. Let's take him and get out of here. Scorpio, no! Oh my God. Well, if they're kidnapping who they can and leaving, God, that is some lag. Then, oh, I see. Sardine is kidnapping who they can and leaving. The rest of them are still attacking. That makes more sense. Hey, we got another hit! Fantastic! Okay, this is much better. For some reason, Neb and Trash, I guess they were talking, joking around, didn't realise the gravity of the situation. Then, like, a mortar goes and hits the mountain next to them, erupting in smoke and snow, and they're like, oh, maybe we should actually start hurting them. Hey, that's much better. Okay, we have to blip back over here. We're loading our mortars. I really should have had these loaded from last time. And it annoys me that I haven't because I could be shelling them as they're coming. As it stands, it's going to be a good 30 seconds before we fire. Oh, they are leaving now. They have decided to up and leave. Okay, so they stole Scorpio and they left. Sorry, Scorpio. There wasn't really much we could have done, even if I'd noticed you out there. Realistically, the enemy will... you'd have been out there anyway. You'd have been out in this position. You're very, very slow. I couldn't have really saved you, but I'm not happy about it. If that makes you feel better. Now they're going to start firing again. That's 2 mortars now ready to fire. This one's directly aimed at the base. Yeah, I can imagine you're stressed, Biohazard. The wall behind you just took a mortar shot. Do you want to... You're going to rest. Can you please prioritise repairing? Just in case. I want you up. Oh, finally, they're assaulting the colony with 7 people. One of them's on the ground. Several are injured. This should be fairly easy. It looks like we took out the guy with the actual proper assault rifle. Yeah, it was Slug. Right, they seem to be scattering somewhat and going all over the map, I guess, to destroy our sandbags. They do like doing that. So instead, I'm going to open this door, leave it open, and kill John with Snowman. This should be a fairly one-sided affair. Incredibly so, it turns out. Okay, Snowman went and just killed another guy, and they're fleeing. This has been a very odd start to the episode. You just consume that insect jelly while being shot at, Snowman. You do you. Bullets impacting next to him, and he's like, nom, nom, nom. We could rescue Slug, but dies in 0.5. Yeah, we're not rescuing Slug. Right, time to claim all these. And now, to be honest, now that they've actually built these mortars, we can uninstall them and take them for ourselves, which is fantastic. Gives us an option on defense on future sieges and raids, to be honest. So when I set out this area for them to eat at, for them to watch TV and relax and do all relaxation things, even though they're prisoners and I have the prison labour mod, they don't have a relaxation buff. They have a motivation buff, and that's just basically being in light. You know, being in a nice room, they get motivation. It's kind of a simpler form of relaxation. It does mean, however, that these things that we've made, the armchairs and the chess table, are never going to be used. However, I think I might leave them there for aesthetic purposes. I don't know. We'll find out in future how much I can be bothered. They also want smooth walls. I'm going to have to get our colonists to do that, but they have finished the mining over here, which is very nice. So we're going to basically get everything smooth and set up ready for long-term prisoners. What they can be doing, however, is mining further into this location. We're going to set up a 2 deep mine. We're going to set up a 1 deep mine because this may be somewhere we defend insects from. I'm just going to do a straight line for now. We can work off that once they've done this much. Nikita the pup did die to blood loss. It seems nobody bothered tending her. She's great. It's fantastic. I didn't do it. It's one of those things like, yes, I could have done it myself, but I feel like the colonist AI should be like, hey, there's a dying dog over there. We should probably save it. But they're like, sleep. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I feel like I've had a bad enough day recently, or a bad enough weekend recently, that I feel the story time's in effect. And we're just going to watch the game play out whilst we go through this. So 2 weekends ago, I went to visit my family in Guildford, which is a place in England nearish to London. Not too close, but nearish. We met up, we went to do an escape room, which was fantastic. It was based on World War II stuff. A lot of these things, a lot of those escape rooms are, but it was a mix of manual dexterity puzzles as well as logic puzzles. It wasn't linear, which is a big thing for our group. We do not like it when there's linear puzzles. We do not like linear puzzles as it creates a bottleneck of entertainment where one or two people are doing something and the rest are watching. And we go into these rooms with about 6 or 7 of us, so we like it when there's multiple things to do at the same time. Even if you can only complete half a task, you still go in and do that. And that was great. Great room, fine. I drove back to Bristol from Guildford. Can we stop with the revenges, guys? I started driving back to Bristol, which is where my cousin lives with her husband, and I drove them both back. It was great. That was a fine journey. Then I started coming back to where I live, Bath. And this is where essentially the story starts. I go to pull in at a petrol station and fill up my car with a tank of petrol, which is, knowing what's going to happen, a little bit frustrating. With a full tank of petrol, I start leaving the petrol station, and I'm moving off. So as I'm moving off, I notice a car coming up very quickly from behind me. And so before I'm fully on the road, I do a quick head turn just to make sure that I'm not going to be hit by this car. You know, I don't need to speed up drastically. I did need to speed up drastically, but therein lay the problem. I sped up drastically, and we're out of power. Interesting. Maybe we need some more power generation. I'll do that whilst I'm talking. I sped up drastically, and unfortunately what that meant was because I just done the quick flick head turn, I essentially crashed my car. I crashed my car straight into a... I want to move this table. Let's move this table over here. There we go. Reinstall you all over there, just so I can get some more power generation down. It may be... Oh, actually, is this too much power? It's building this wind turbine here, going to block off this area too much. It means everybody's going to have to go under here. No, I don't like this, in fact. Let's cancel all that. Need to build some more power generation. Oh, we have so much power generation. We really do have a lot of power generation. I'm not sure... I guess we also use a lot of it. Is there another geotherm around? There's a geotherm there. Oh, and there. We could... Okay. Different pet project. This one's going to take a lot more components, but I believe we're good for components. 48 Xyla Blue. You've been doing wonderful work. Wonderful work. We're going to build a shelter here. Oh, not shelter, sorry. We're going to build a geotherm there and then start linking it through with power. So yeah, as I'm not looking directly ahead because I just saw a head turn and I needed to speed up, I essentially crashed my car into the curb. It's not huge. It wasn't a wall. It wasn't a person. It wasn't the car. Everybody, no one's hurt. I was fine. However, I went there about 20, 25 miles an hour into a curb, and the front left tyre was destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Completely gone. The back left tyre had always been itching for an excuse to pop. It's always that tyre where every month I needed to go and refill it. It was like dangerously close to breaking. And as I got out of the car, it was doing a very comical as it kind of deflated on the side of the road. So I've kind of pulled up onto the curb that I hit with my car. Both left wheels are gone, and I don't have a spare because I'd already used it on a tyre that was going to pop. So I ended up with no tyres on the left side and no way of getting new tyres. So I crunched my car over to a drive, this logging company in the area, and I called up not my insurance company, but it's the AA, so it's your repair breakdown company for Americans. And the problem with that was, unfortunately, since I've moved house a couple of times recently, the second I move, I update all my information. I tell all the different companies that need to know where I've been and who, where I've gone to, where I've left. Apart from apparently this breakdown repair company. And so my address is still in the town that I used to live in near London. So first of all, I had to pay £50 to them just to put my address to the right place. Why are we draining so much power? We've just gone through our backup as well. Oh, there was an eclipse, wasn't there? Okay, well the eclipse has cleared, so we should be fine for power now. I'm still going to do this geotherm just because I want to. So I pay the £50 to the breakdown company. After I paid them, it then turns out that my MOT has run out. I don't know what that is in American, but it's the check you have to have once a year to make sure that your car is able to be taxed and insured. And that ran out by 2 weeks. So I've just filled up with the tank of petrol. I've just paid them to change my address and what car I drive, because that also hadn't been updated. And then they say they can't help me. And so I park the car up on the verge, get an Uber, and go home. And I was talking to my family the rest of the day, and I was talking to my family in the evening, and they were just like, yeah, it's like a really old car, just scrap it. So all that money, all that petrol, and I get nothing back for it. Very frustrating. Roll on Sunday. Well, let's go watch the sermon. Roll on Sunday, and in the neighbourhood and at work, there's been quite a lot of flies, like fruit flies, gnat flies, small little flies. I haven't really thought anything of it because I had a lot in my house, because a lot of my neighbours were like, oh, there's so many flies like flying around. So it's just like, oh, it's just one of those things this year. We just have a lot of these little flies. However, I then remembered that my dishwasher has been broken for 2 weeks. And unfortunately, in the bottom of my dishwasher was a small amount of food. Just because when you open your dishwasher and you put plates in and such, food falls off them, or like a bowl, like cereal, and food falls out of it. However, that did mean that there was, when I opened the dishwasher, Fly City was like, and it's not like blue bottles. As I said, it's those tiny little ones. I hate those tiny little ones. They're just in your face. Like, you don't see them until they're buzzing past your eyes. Oh, God, they're so annoying. And so this entire like swarm flies out of my dishwasher, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. Okay, we can deal with this. This isn't a big problem, whatever. I get out the hose. I don't get the hose out because the hose is broken, but I get out the power washer I have, and I start spraying inside the machine to basically get off this caked on cereal that's at the bottom of the machine. I figure I'll spray in there, and then it'll go down the drain, and I'll have a clean dishwasher, and bada bing, bada boom, no problem. However, it's not just the pump that's broken for the dishwasher, the drain's also blocked. So I end up filling this dishwasher bottom part with water, milk, and cereal, and water's now on the floor in the kitchen as well, because of course it fucking is. Okay, don't panic. It's okay. I will get some drain unblocker I have, and I'll pour that down the little thing in the middle, which is where all the water goes. It's got like a filter you can remove and clean for like two big stuffs in there. Or like your wedding ring went there for some reason. So I put this drain unblocker down, and I now realise that's not how dishwashers work. Dishwashers have a little compartment underneath the dishwasher, which, if it gets flooded, it stops the pump working, hence why that machine wasn't working to begin with. And I just basically put bleach into a reservoir of water, milk, and cereal. So I now have a watery, milky, cereal, bleachy mess in there that I have to spend 30 minutes using a cup just to scoop out. I'm just scooping this shit out, putting it in the sink, scooping it out while flies are like in my face. Very frustrating. Getting quite annoyed. This is a Sunday after the car crash. So after that's done, I use an entire roll of kitchen towel to clean up the inside dishwashers. The dishwasher's great, fantastic. However, there's a lot of mess on the floor. I bring out the mop. If you're old enough, or you're ever involved in the corporate world, you'll know that during the 90s there was quite a lot of call for a Manhunter pack. Interesting. Where is it? It's here. Mega sloths. Okay, manhunting mega sloths. Well, we still have Door City, and this should be fine. There's only 17 of them. However, let's recall everybody in. Come on, everybody inside. So, if you've ever been part of that corporate world, you'll know that during the 90s, during the 80s, there was a whole movement of relaxations, team bonding sessions where you'd go into a room and primal screaming, and you'd scream and you'd let all your frustrations out, and I always thought it was the dumbest thing, because is that really going to work? You go into a room, you're giggling, you're embarrassed, you don't really want to scream, but your boss is making you, you're like, ah! And that's it. When my mop broke in half, there wasn't even a thought. There wasn't even a second's consideration. The doors were open, the windows were open. I just let out this most frustrated, powerful scream I've ever done in my entire life. I don't even think I could match it. It was horrific. The scream was horrific. At that point, if I'd have been living with somebody, I at the moment do not have anyone living with me in my house. If I had had somebody living in my house with me, I would have just been like, right, you fucking deal with this, I'm out, I'm gone. But I didn't, so I couldn't. If I'd have walked out and gone for an hour to cool down, I'd come back to a shitty mess in the kitchen. So I cleaned the kitchen with half a mop, which is very difficult when you're 6'8". Yeah, I think that was a good enough place essentially to say that was the end of the weekend. I mean, there's other stuff that's happened since then, like my bike doesn't work anymore because the pedal's fallen off. But that was that's the story time I wanted to deliver, and yeah. So my question to you guys, which I'd like, I appreciate comments down below as always. Do you guys ever have days like these? Is it just me? The worst part about it as well is if you just look at every single part of that story, it's all my fault. Literally nothing is not my fault in that story. It's crazy to think of that, but it's actually like that's what makes it so frustrating. You think, oh, some part of it's bad luck, and you can ascribe some parts of it to bad luck, sure, but realistically, it's all my fucking fault. It's so frustrating. Are you guys coming in? They are coming in. Okay. Yeah, put down comments below if you've had days similar. I want to hear about them. Now, back to the game. It's been a long time since I've done story time, but I always used to appreciate it during my streams, and I felt like I should do it for this one. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. In they come. The traps. Oof, they're going to take out a couple, I guess. In fact, it's only 3 traps to kill a Megastop. That's actually quite good. That's as much as it would take to kill an armored human. Oh, wow. So what, by the time they get in, there's going to be none left? Jesus. Our own guns are tearing up these limestone walls. It's ridiculous. Oh, the autocannons are doing such good work at this close range, though. 4 down, 10 dead, 1 there. It was 17 total, so there's 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's all of them. In fact, I don't even think I need the gang here. I'm going to test out the turrets. Go on then. If you think you're hard enough. Gee, yeah, I don't need the turrets there. Fine. I mean, I don't need the people there. You guys can go about your business. I think I needed them there for the initial wave, but these solo guys are just getting their shit kicked. For Christ's sake. Wow, all it took was 1. A lot of shots were fired then. All it took was 1 to the body. And it just annihilated that thing of stuff. Right, free food. That's amazing as well because we, as you know, running out of food quite heavily. This is going to seriously bring in the noms. I'm not sure I want to redo these traps because it's getting to the point where I can demolish this in its entirety. Right, for this mining expedition over here to uncover more shit, we definitely want a long corridor like we have over on the west side of the base to facilitate if any insects kind of spawn down here, they're not going to go crazy and like be right at our doorstep. Well, I mean, they could spawn in our prison, but if they're over here, then it means we get a long shooting path. This is probably long enough. No, this will do for now. We're going to make it prisoner only, so that our normal colonists don't get involved. This is just work for them. Right, names. We have a lot of formless spawn that have no names. We have a lot of formless spawn just full stop. But if we can find some of these ones, we've had some suggestions from the team. Here we go. So, first formless spawn has to go to the original volunteer of the names. Mr. Mike, you get some. We've got formless spawn 2 here that will definitely go for Valentine. Let's see. Next formless spawn, that's a bed. Next formless spawn 1. It's definitely going to go for Paul. And let's see, formless spawn 6. That'll go for Fred. So many people needed. Let's go with formless spawn number 4. Let's see, you probably are going to become Yos. Now, if it wasn't clear, these are these are the gang. Essentially, Engibook, Inisan, Starforger, myself, just real names. So, you know, whilst we may live on as epic legends and heroes, in actual fact, we're just formless spawns. Oh. Okay, we've got a poison ship. Cool. Oh, we've had some more art. And there's that elixir of power that I probably should take at some point. Here's the art. Small slate sculpture is good by Nico. Crab. This work bears a portrayal of Findus huddled in the shade of a rock with red, dry skin. The scene takes place inside a blazing desert. The work makes the viewer think of strife. And it's Findus getting heat stroke. This is actually quite... You know, it's a medical thing, I'm sure. It's like one of those posters you get at doctor's offices where it's like, don't do this or you'll end up with this. It's like a perfect poster example of what not to do. I guess we'll put that there. But that's actually, that all, apart from crab, although crabs are red. I mean, lobster would be better because that's generally the animal used in terms of a metaphor for sunburn, but like that all kind of works. Art in Rimworld doesn't usually work, which I guess we'll find out with Tobbs' art here, shot with detachment. This carving represents a kind, abstract shape. 4 villagers appear in the upper part of the image. The image contrasts suffering with thoughts. For example, this is a perfect example of art that means nothing. But I guess we'll put it there anyway. Okay, it's been about a day since the poison ship landed. I wanted to make sure everybody's moods were okay, and yesterday they were pretty shitty. So let's get team ready. Well, actually, we'll send off the transport pod first, but once the team are ready, we will go and attack the poison ship. Okay, guys, take aim. We could have shelled it, actually. Didn't really think about it. We do have the mortars, but it's probably better we didn't. We've got one side to 2 lancers. We want to move back straight away. Snowman and Biohazard are in position on the doors. We kind of want to take down these lancers as soon as possible. Scyther we can handle. Okay, we instantly get hit on our left shoulder. I may be thinking better of this now. Okay, just, yeah, we have mortars, let's use mortars. Run away! Okay, 2 mortars ready to fire. Let's open up, and we're going to try and hit the lancers. This is going to be difficult, though. Oh, come on. Direct hit will be good here. Did we hit? Hey, we got the Scyther. Just a teensy bit. That's fine, though. Okay, they're coming back in. Is that going to be enough? Let's find out. Probably too early. Oh, it's not going to hit if it's that bad aim as well. Oh shit, the other one wasn't firing. Crap. Go there. Just fire there. Unhold fire. Is that going to be now too late? Hey! It's the one I wanted dead least, but still, it's still dead. It's still death. Oh, they've already loaded them again. We may get off the mortars now. To be honest, if we don't have traps in here anymore, if I'm not going to rebuild these, then I really should be deconstructing as much as possible. Because I'm just holding up the guns not being able to fire. Let's start the deconstruction of Door City. They should go through this fairly quickly. I really hope they do, because if they don't, then we're going to be, if there's a raid, we're going to be left with just irritations in the way of our guns. But like, they don't even need to remove anything. They've got so many animals working so diligently that they just come and take all the shit like straight away. This is a well-oiled machine, my friends. This is a very well-oiled machine. Shit, we're down to only 785 steel at Solace. Is that it? Is our time done? Is our time up? Where's the steel? There's only 834 on the map, and that includes 49 out here. Are we kidding? Are we? Are we done here? I mean, yeah, there could be steel deposits down there. There most likely is steel deposits here. Are we? Of course, we still need to deal with the poison ship. Or do we? We're just sending ourselves home. Actually, I've had a thought. How do we send the last person home in the transport pod? Don't these transport pods need to be launched by somebody from the outside? How does the last person return home? That's for me to think about. I wonder if I could set up like a system where, you know, those buttons we had previously on the remote doors. I don't think I've turned off the. Yeah, here we go. There's door buttons. Could we set this up to a timer? It has to connect to doors. The door buttons and door levers. Damn. Okay, it may be that we're going to have a harrowing caravan journey home instead of being sent home in transport pods. Didn't think this one through. Shit. Okay. Okay. Sure. Whoops. Well, before we do anything, let's... how's Neb doing? Neb's arm is fine. Down to 85% from that gun shot, the lance shot. Okay, I missed a couple of the bits of the fighting. I wasn't paying attention. But one of the lancers is down. It was killed by 2 shots. One's the right leg, one's the left leg. Oh, Neb took the left leg and Trash took the right. That's amazing. Now they've just got to deal with 1 lancer left. And it looks like it won't be long. It's had a head and a left leg. Neb hitting the left leg and Trash hitting the head. Come on, guys. Have you been injured? No, you're both fine. Just trading fire with a lancer. Come on. Oh, whoever's firing second seems Trash is firing second and being more accurate. Oh, has it lost an arm? It has no gun. Oh, weak, pathetic. It's armless. Hey. Okay, it seems we can't hit a moving lancer though. That's beautiful. Alright, who's got guns? Jackie's got a gun and Shuzgo's got a gun. Please, can you two make yourself a way out here to deal with the poison ship? Excellent work, Trash Neb. Beautiful job. You may go home. Okay, well that was fairly simple to deal with. I made a meal of it, but it was fairly simple to deal with. Okay, and the machine is gone. Way, fantastic work. Please, though, if you could haul in this stuff as a priority outside. Okay, yeah, you're all unrestricted. Back at home base, we have 5,200 steel. Now, I know that that's a level of steel that can go very quickly. Each one of these hydroponics costs 100, and I want to build another 13. Some of them have their steel already, but I know that steel can go very, very quickly. In fact, we've ferried over from Solace to Suspicious at probably about 8,000 steel already, and we've only got 5,000 left. I'm very tempted to continue the search for more steel. It feels like I have an opportunity. Why waste it by just going home? Because, you know, these guys probably miss home. I think for now, we do a teensy bit more steel searching, and then we leave. They're like, yeah, Paul. We're never leaving, are we? And like, no, we'll leave eventually. We'll leave eventually. We're just going to check for a teensy bit more steel. A teensy bit. That's all. We're still doing it from the inside of our own base, so there's no worry about any sort of raids coming through our tunnels as of yet. But I just want to make sure, because if there's another 1,000 or 2,000 worth of steel, I would be an idiot if I didn't try and find it. I've also decided at the start of this trap to make some incendiaries. What I'm thinking is that if, say, 100 people are coming to attack us, they're going to come in one at a time, which is good for our turrets, but we still would like to slow them down. The first one's going to hit this IED trap here, detonate it, and hopefully cause an area where they don't want to go. Which means they'll then go around the sides and they'll hit these other 2 IED traps. My idea is just to contain them a little bit in fire before they move onwards. Think of it like an obstacle course. What? No. Not Ziola Blue. Oh, we can't even keep the body because it's crushed under rocks. Can't resurrect. Oh no, you're kidding me. It could have been anybody. It could have been fucking anybody. Goldie, don't dig at that. But not Ziola Blue. I don't even have a body. I can't even check the social impact of this. Because Ziola Blue has ceased to exist. Oh, it was all going so well. It was all going so well. And then I didn't account for roof collapse. That has taken the lives of so many of my colonists over the fucking years of playing Rimworld. Oh my god. Ziola Blue was the man. Or the woman. Most people in my colony are men, but women, but they're named after men. But Ziola Blue was the hot shit. Ziola Blue made all these clothes. Ziola Blue made all these components. Ziola Blue was our crafter extraordinaire. Yeah, Puck's good. Puck's a 14. Puck's fine. Puck's also our main constructor and doesn't have time to be doing that shit. Oh my god. Oh, what a way to end the fucking episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I was going to end it on being ecstatic that we finally finished Door City. Or the removal of Door City. Oh my god. Next time, we kill the poison ship, because this will be free and open to shoot down. Ah! Bye!